Hi, I'm Dr. Darcy Lord. Welcome to your Mindfulness Body Scan audio. A body scan is a really very powerful healing technique. It's also wonderful brain training to start to invite the mind into a little bit of calm, a little bit of ease for these moments. Taking a nice long inhale. And begin to exhale all the way out, inviting the body into a place of least amount of effort. Again, nice long, slow inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can take note of just a little bit of sinking or softening in the body self as you turn your attention within. As the name suggests, we're simply going to take our awareness and move it or scan it through parts of the body. And with mindfulness work, it truly doesn't matter what you find, whether it's subjectively pleasing or not so pleasing. It just matters that we find it. It's in the practice of the awareness itself that the healing happens. I'm going to ask you now to shift your awareness or your attention to the toes and to the feet. The balls of the feet and the arches and the heel. And also then the tops of the feet. If you're seated, see if you can take note of the pressure of shoes or socks if you have those on. And then also just that boundary of where the feet meet the floor. What does that feel like? Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the feet, whatever that might mean. As we shift our awareness now to the ankle bones and the Achilles tendon, the whole ankle area, and then up to the lower legs. What can you notice about the shins and the calves? Can you feel any air or movement pass across the skin? Or can you feel the weight or the pressure or the texture of clothes? Whatever it is that you notice is a perfectly valid awareness. Imagine you could breathe in and out through the lower legs, deeply relaxing and softening there. As you bring your awareness now to the knees, I'm seated with my legs bent, so for me, the kneecaps, I can kind of feel them be open. And back behind the knees, it's kind of folded in. See for you, if you're laying down, what the difference is between the kneecaps and behind the knees. And if you're seated, same thing. Just imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the knees. As we let that awareness go, shifting the awareness now to the upper legs, the quadriceps on the top and the hamstrings behind. What are your legs making contact with? Can you feel a chair underneath the legs? Then how about the quadriceps? I have my hands sort of on my lap a little bit so I can feel the weight of part of my arms on my upper legs. What can you notice there? Again, the weight or the feel of the fabric on the clothes. There may be places where you just can't feel much of anything. And again, with mindfulness, that's okay, because it doesn't matter what we find, it just matters that we find it. Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the upper legs. And just let that awareness go. As you bring your awareness now to the central part of you, the hips, the buttocks, the pelvis, the sits bones, the whole reproductive area. What can you notice there? Can you feel the way the sits bones make contact with the chair or whatever you're on? See if in this moment, if you feel pretty symmetrical or if kind of one side of the hips or buttocks is pressed in a little bit more. One's not better or worse. It's interesting to check though. If your legs are crossed, you probably have one side that feels a little deeper into the chair. And if your feet are uncrossed or your legs are uncrossed, it might be a little more symmetrical. Maybe not. Breathe in and out one time as if through that central area of you. And now bring your awareness to the lower part of the belly. See what it feels like. And how about the middle part, the torso, the solar plexus and the diaphragm? Kind of staying in the front for right now. How about the chest? Can you imagine if you could actually feel or notice the rib cage that houses and protects the lobes of the lungs and the heart? So just that whole front of the torso, what can you feel? What can you notice there? As I took a breath, I could feel a little bit of movement in there. And now just imagine that you could breathe in and out one time through the front of the torso. And as you exhale, just letting go of the attention there and moving yourself to the back. What can you notice at the lower part of the back, way down by the sacrum? And then move up to the middle part of the back. And then the upper part, shoulder blades, that whole upper back region. Just imagine that you could take note of the length of the spine and the muscles that run parallel to the spine. Man, we hold a lot of strength and tightness and tension sometimes in parts of the back. You might notice that right now and you might not, because maybe you don't have any. And again, with mindfulness, either way, it's the awareness of whatever we have going on. That's the healing, mindful moment. Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the whole length of the back. Just letting that awareness go as you bring your mindful attention to the hands. What are the hands doing? What are they touching? Do they feel symmetrical or not symmetrical? I kind of have one hand cupped in the other, so mine are not symmetrical at all. Just notice what you can notice there. The fingers, the thumbs, the palms of the hands and the backs of the hands, merging up into the wrists. Bring your awareness to the forearms. Again, what are they touching? Maybe you can see if you can feel any movement of air across you. Maybe you can notice if it feels a little warm or a little cool, or if you can't really notice much of anything. Continue up to the elbows and to the upper arms. Just see how the arms and the hands are placed in space. Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the whole length of the arms and the hands and the fingers. Just letting that awareness go as you shift the awareness now to the upper arms as they link into the shoulder, the whole rotator cuff area. And then across the tops of the shoulders. We talk about metaphorically kind of carrying the weight of the world there. See if you can feel anything at all there. Is it at ease and relaxed and open? Is it tight and heavy? Is it kind of neutral? They're all valid. Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the length of the shoulders and the rotator cuffs. Just deeply relaxing now from the shoulders and the torso and the hips and buttocks and pelvis and legs and knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. As you bring your awareness now to the neck, how's it feeling in space? What can you feel there? Sometimes I can't notice much at all with my neck. Sometimes I can. And now move the awareness from the neck up to the back of the skull. Imagine you could breathe in and out one time through the neck and through the back of the skull, the back of the head. Just imagining that you could deeply relax in that area. Again, whatever that might mean. Bring your awareness now to the front of the neck and that soft part underneath the chin. Bring your awareness to the jawbone. Then the whole mouth. What can you notice right now about the jawbone and the teeth, the gums, the tongue, the insides of the cheeks, the outsides of the cheeks? Just invite the teeth to part just a little bit. You can still have the lips be closed if that's comfortable. It's okay if they open. Invite the tongue to just take up as much space in the mouth as it needs or wants right now. Going up to the cheekbones, what can you notice there? And to the nostrils, the whole nose, the bridge of the nose. And then out from the bridge of the nose to the sinuses, to the eye sockets, the eyeballs, the eyelids. How about the ears? What can you notice there? And then up to the temples. And then up past the eyes to the eyebrows. What if you could actually notice something about that area? And past the eyebrows to the forehead. And then up to the very crown of the head. Whatever it is that you can notice there in the whole face and head region, just imagine now that you could inhale and exhale one time through the head and the face. And just letting that awareness go as we just imagine softening from the crown of the head all the way down to the feet. And then do one last scan of your own body from the bottoms of the feet all the way to the crown of the head. Begin to lengthen the breath a little bit. Begin to hear my voice more consciously again. Wiggle the toes around, wiggle the fingers around. Lengthen the breath again. Exhale it out. And if you're at a place that you could do this, I'm going to ask you to stretch the arms up over the head, fake a big yawn, and then move comfortably back into the rest of your day or into deep, restful sleep. Thank you.